And we're back to Steins Gate. My darling's embrace. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be the canon waifu. Or who's gonna be the waifu this time around. I know the canon one's Kurisu, but I don't know who's going to be the one from this playthrough. Yet. I thought it was gonna be Moeka, but I'm not sure. Lukako held a sword in his hands. While it may look like an imitation, looks can be deceiving. In reality, it's the demon sword Sandare, the blade that shall rend all evil. Even if Bladeworks does sell them for 980 yen a pop. Rest assured, as long as you continue your daily practice, you'll become a master of the Seishin Zanma style. Seishin Zanma style. The most important thing is the will to keep going. Good. Now leave me with our traditional sign-off. Kongru! It's Kongru! Seeing him stumble over his attempt to say the right words left my heart aflutter. He's a guy. Not at all. I just wanted to say hello since I was in the area. Oh, but Lukako, do you remember that satellite? Right, the one that hit the radio Kaikon just the other day. He nearly jumped in surprise. Excuse me. Seemed like an honest surprise, too. He wasn't playing with me. Besides, it's Lukako. He couldn't lie to me if tried. Oh, I guess I accidentally hit that. Oh, never mind. I must have been mistaken. Once again, Lukako looked at me with eyes like saucers. Though that's hardly a surprise. If someone came up to me saying a satellite smashed into Radicon, I'd think they were delusional too. But it proved something to me. In this world, the satellite never crashed. That discovery alone has made this all the worthwhile. Oh, I thought I heard someone. Oh, I thought I heard someone. Good to see you, kid. Dad. It's been a while. Been doing well. Yeah, thanks for asking. Lukako's dad appeared from the back of the shrine. In my timely, we see each other a couple of days ago, but I guess that's changed as well. He gave Lukako and I a concerned look. Budge. Well, since you're here, Oid-san, maybe we could work. We're gonna wait till later. Well, Luke, I was hoping you could help me organize some things in the sanctuary around back. A sanctuary? The sanctuary at this little shrine? I never knew that. There is, but it's really not much to look at. More like a storage space, really. Aha. When you said sanctuary, my mind danced with images of holy treasure. Guess I've kept my expectations in check. I should have kept my expectations in check. Damn it. Come to think of it, how old is this shrine? The Edo period? Yet another unthinking outburst. I mean, I thought this place was old, but I never thought it was that old. Today's just full of surprises. There's a lot of history here, so if we don't tidy up, things will get disorganized. That sounds exhausting. Still, if this shrine is that old, maybe there's some ancient manuscripts or monster spear or something lying around. Just thinking about it gets me fired up. Well, since we have a guest, maybe the clinic can wait till another time. Oh, no need to worry about me. I was just leaving anyway. I didn't mean to rush you. Not a problem. I only stopped by to say hello. Anyway, Lukako, don't forget to practice. Got it? Konguru. Upon hearing Lukako's words, I said goodbye to his apologetic father and left the Yanabayashi shrine. Exploring their sanctuary intrigues me. I should probably save that for a time when Lukako's dad isn't over our shoulder. It's Foxo online. Good friend. I'll ask Lukako to show me around when I have a chance. Sorry, my throat's a little weird today. Returning to the lab last night, I found Daru lazing upon the couch, playing his GS. Excuse me. Daru, what are you doing? Get to tell I'm making out with my beloved Nono-san in a Tommy. Daru answered my question without even taking his eyes off the screen. Apparently he's been obsessed with this game since it came out last month. It's all about flirting with girls. Perhaps I should have clarified. I meant what happened to the gadget I asked you to make. Don't worry, I got a plan. Oh, do you now? Really? Yep, I went to do a junk shop and bought most of the necessary parts today. The rest I can salvage from the development room. Nice. This is why you're my right arm. Now we're only waiting on Makise sheet. Daru's gaze finally broke from the screen as he turned to face the curtained-off part of the lab. I guess Kurisu is still in there, working on her gadgets. Ow. Given that she's taken over my base of operations, I should probably say something to her. But she is hard at work. Sorry, sitting back. I should probably wait until she's done. Besides, she's scary when she's disturbed. Oh, but check it out. I've already updated our page at page's gadget listings up through number 11. Finally distracted from his virtual dating, Daru put his game machine aside and grinned at me. That frowning grin. He looked so proud. It's so annoying. Though I suppose his service is worth the annoyance. I heard the laboratory door open as someone loudly called my name. Mayuri. Hold on, Mayuri. I thought you were going to do your homework at your place. Mayuri sat down on the couch, took a banana out of her bag, and started eating it. Eating a banana while talking is practically her daily routine. However, her stories rarely have any actual content to them, so I just sort of nod along, not really listen. Nevertheless, she always tells me about her day with a smile on her face. As long as she's satisfied, I'm okay with that. I'd let the story just wash over me as usual, but... Well, we need to get a couple of other things first, so it might take a while. Priority-wise, it's probably about 6th on the list. Since when do we have a list? Since I said so. The microwave we had in the lab is turned into the phone wave, name subject to change. So we can't use it anymore. Without a microwave, Mayuri can't have juicy chicken #1, a frozen snack that she loves just as much as her bananas. For her, a working microwave is a top priority. What won't work? What are you talking about? Mayuri giggled and smiled. What's wrong, Mayuri? What's funny? Yeah, that's why I asked, Mayuri. So it's giggling about something Stevie W. Let me join. Yeah, let me join. Ouch. I had no idea Mayuri felt that way. I was always happy simply to have her with us, but I guess to her that wasn't enough. Though why bring this up now? Oh, come up with a new gadget or something? Exactly. We're in this for the money. Not that we've sold anything yet. Works of genius are never recognized in their time. You try to make the situation sound cool, but it's actually pretty bad. He's got a point. Any gadgets we can't sell are as good as junk. We really should figure out our marketing strategy at some point. There's that smile again. What? You mean it, Mayushi? You did it, Mayuri! I took her hand in mine even before she finished talking. And I shook it with the force I usually reserve for Daru's greatest achievements. Good job, Mayuri. Well done. Of course he did. I'm going to buy you a whole banana as a reward. Don't be stingy, Ocarina. You're a bunch at the very least. The amount of bananas doesn't matter. It's the gratitude contained within that counts. And Mayuri looks... When I looked at her smiling face, I could see that she wasn't lying. Anyway, our days of bankruptcy are over. Mr. Braun's reign of terror holds no more power over us. I believe we've been enemies since the birth of humanity 12,000 years ago. Just afraid of him. I am not. It's just that the particular air about him puts me on edge. People call that fear. You call it whatever you want, but I've nothing to be afraid of. My future is bright. No, but he's behind you. Gah! No, not at all. You got tears in your eyes. I said no, damn it. Now don't forget to go straight home. And don't fall asleep and miss your stop. And if a stranger tries to talk to you, don't go anywhere with them. She said with a childlike smile. I decided to see my Yuri off since I was hungry and the station was on the way to a convenience store. She was in a good mood the whole time, probably because she was glad that she was able to help the lab out. She stopped on her way to the ticket gate and looked back towards me. Hmm? Why all the formality? Having said that, she resumed her journey toward the ticket gate. Perhaps she was just looking for a place to belong. I found myself at the brink of sentimentality, but stopped myself before I could enter. That's not the person I am. Only the old immerse themselves in sentiment. Standing in the bustling crowd, I looked skyward to clear my head. As always, there stood Radicon, without a trace of an embedded satellite. Radicon, excuse me. Or Radicon, whatever. By the time I dropped my Yuri off, swung by a convenience store, and returned to the lab, Daru had crashed on the couch. His GS sits open beside him. He must have fallen asleep while playing it. Looks like he's having a good dream. From time to time, his lips form a lecherous smile. He's still wearing his headphones. They're bulky ones, too. Probably a cheap pair themed after some game or anime. Most of the time, if he's playing in eroge, he won't even wear headphones when Mayuri's around. Guess he's more protective of his non-pornographic stuff. What a weirdo. Whatever. Better just leave him alone. I'm sure he'll wake up once he's gotten some shut-eye. After that, he'll probably head home. Or just go back to bed. It's not winter yet, so it's not like he's going to catch a cold without a comforter. I get up and head to the sink to make some hot water for some instant noodles. And then... a deafening, bestial howl cut through the darkness of the lab. What? What was that sound? I thought it came from outside the window. Till I heard it again. That was definitely someone's voice. And it came from the development room. Cruz is the only one in there. It has to be her. Could it be that the gadget she's working on has suffered some major malfunction? Or could the failure of one of her experiments have enraged her into punching a hole in the wall? That'd be really bad. I don't even want to think what Mr. Braun would say if he saw that. Hold on, let's think this over again. There's still no telling what really happened. At least not until I check for myself. I pushed the worst-case scenarios out of my head and peeked through the curtain into the development room. When I did, I saw something I couldn't have imagined. There was Daru wearing gaudy, almost gown-like clothes. And he was surrounded by Kurisu, Ferris, and Mayuri. Each one dressed in their own weird costume. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, you sure? I've always been more of a duty girl sort of guy. The scene was truly unreal. Which makes sense given that what I saw was not reality. Merely an image on a monitor. On a computer screen in the center of the lab mems, excluding myself, approached Daru. Kurisu could do nothing but stare. It seemed like she was shaking, but I couldn't tell from just her back. The sight of Daru and the others surprised me, but Kurisu was the only one in here. Damn it. Could the horrors playing out on the monitor have something to do with the new gadget she's been working on since yesterday? Could this be a game she made herself? It's too hellish to watch. I mean, everyone has their preferences, but there has to be some limits. Ouch. And why Daru, anyway? Could it be that Kurisu has a thing for... Before I could finish that thought, Kurisu stood up. She turned around and jumped at the sight of my presence. For just a few moments. Yep, I saw everything. As soon as she heard my response, Kurisu became flustered and timid. It's fine, my assistant. I don't intend to get in the way of anyone's proclivities. There we go. You made that game to suit your personal tastes. I'm not going to say a word about it. However, if that was your attempt at creating future gadget number 12, I strongly urge you to reconsider. I'm saying that you can live out your fantasies through your games, but please don't try to incorporate them into our products. If such a product were to make it to market with my name on it, I would be too embarrassed to walk in the light of the sun. Kurisu fell silent. At that moment I heard the sound of the curtains opening behind me and a shadow eclipsed us. What's going on? You guys woke me up from a good nap. Oh, I can say she is. Her gadget finally done? Then... Probably have to stop this for a minute.